Hey everyone, so the world of AI careers is absolutely blowing up, right? But let's be honest, trying to figure out all the different job titles can feel like you're lost in a maze. We're going to clear all that up today by breaking it down into three main roles: the specialist, the generalist, and the builder. I mean, you've seen the job postings, right? AI ethicist, prompt engineer, machine learning ops. It's just a lot. And it makes you wonder, with this market absolutely booming, where do you fit in? Which one of these paths is actually the right one for you? Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to meet three key players: the AI specialist, the AI generalist, and the AI builder. Then we'll put them head to head in a comparison and wrap it all up with a little guide to help you find your own path. Super simple framework to make a really complex topic easy to understand. All right, first up, let's meet the AI specialist. I want you to think of this person as the brain surgeon of the AI world. Seriously, they don't just know about the brain in general. They know everything about one tiny, super critical part of it. They are the absolute deep dive experts. So what does that really mean day to day? Well, an AI specialist has this incredibly deep, laser-focused expertise in one specific area. They could be a world-class expert in, say, natural language processing, basically mastering how machines understand and speak our language. Or maybe they're a guru in computer vision, teaching computers how to see and make sense of the world just like we do. And what do? Their whole job is about pushing the boundaries of what's possible. These are the folks publishing groundbreaking research, dreaming up entirely new algorithms, and solving these intensely complex, niche problems that, frankly, nobody else can touch. They are the true inventors and pioneers in this field. Okay, so let's zoom out from that super specialized view and meet the AI generalist. Now, if the specialist is the surgeon, the generalist is your family doctor. They have a really broad knowledge across many different areas. They're masters at diagnosing a problem and knowing exactly which specialist to call or, which AI tool to grab from their toolkit. Yeah, the AI generalist is the ultimate connector. They have a wide, but not necessarily super deep, understanding of a bunch of different AI fields. Their real magic is in looking at a business problem and going, aha, I know how AI can solve that. Then they can pick the perfect model or strategy from their massive mental toolbox. You'll find their responsibilities are way more strategic. They're basically the bridge between the business world and the tech world, translating what a company needs into a technical plan. They're the ones choosing the right tools for the job and often managing the whole AI project from the first spark of an idea to the final rollout. They make sure the AI actually, works for the business. And that brings us to our third and final key player, the AI builder. So let's stick with our medical analogy for a second. If the specialist is the surgeon and the generalist is the family doctor, then the builder is the architect and the lead engineer who actually builds the hospital. They take all the brilliant ideas and strategic plans and turn them into something real, something functional, something that's built to last. The AI builder is all about execution. They are the hands-on pros, the engineers who take a theoretical AI model and literally breathe life into it. They're the ones who create the real-world applications that people like you and me can actually use. Let's be real. Without the builders, all this amazing AI stuff would just be ideas stuck on a whiteboard. And this is a deeply technical role. Builders are the ones writing clean, production-level code, deploying models into the cloud, and building those super important data pipelines that feed the AI. They're obsessed with making sure the whole system doesn't just work, but that it works flawlessly, reliably, and at a massive scale. Okay, so we've met our three main characters: the specialist, the generalist, and the builder. Now, for the fun part, let's put them all side by side. This is where the differences really pop, and it all starts to click. This table just lays it all out so perfectly, doesn't it? Look at their primary goals. The specialist is here to innovate and research. The generalist is all about strategy and integration. And the builder? They implement and deploy. This flows right into their key skills. You've got algorithmic depth for the specialist, business smarts for the generalist, and pure software engineering for the builder. And of course, it all ties back to our analogies: the surgeon, the family doctor, and the architect. Simple, right? Let's zoom in on a couple of these matchups because this is important. First up, specialist versus generalist. It really boils down to that classic trade-off: depth versus breadth. The specialist goes a mile deep on one single topic. The generalist goes a mile wide, covering tons of different subjects. Okay, now what about the generalist versus the builder? This one's all about strategy versus implementation. Think of it this way. The generalist decides what AI to use and why it's the right choice.
The builder then takes that decision and figures out how to make that AI actually work in the real world. One is the what, the other is the how.
So there you have it, 3 really clear archetypes. The big question now is, how do you use this? How do you figure out where you belong in this AI landscape? It's time to turn the focus back on yourself. It all starts with this simple 3-step process. First, just take stock of your skills. What are you naturally good at? Are you a deep researcher, a big picture strategic thinker, or are you someone who just loves to get your hands dirty and code? Second, think about your passion. What gets you excited? Is it the beauty of a complex theory, seeing a business succeed because of your idea, or that amazing feeling of building a product from scratch? And finally, just map your answers to our 3 rules. I bet the right fit for you will start to look pretty obvious. And here's the most important takeaway from all of this. Please, don't just go chasing the trendiest job title you see on LinkedIn. The most valuable career path isn't the one everyone's talking about. It's the one where your unique skills can make the biggest possible impact. It's all about finding where you personally can shine. So I'll leave you with one final question to chew on. As AI just keeps getting more and more powerful, which of these roles do you think will be the most crucial for the future? Are we going to need more deep thinking specialists, more big picture generalists, or more practical hands-on builders to actually create the next wave of innovation? It's definitely something to think about as you start to figure out your own path. Thanks so much for joining me.